Let's get it.
Hey.
Hey.
Chase on the beat.
Hey. Rob with the heat.
It's not a podcast, it's a conversation. Might get heated, might start debating. It's not a podcast, it's a conversation.
What?
Might be educating. It's not a podcast, it's a conversation.
Whoa.
Hope you relate, and it's not a podcast. That's all I got.
This is a conversation. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of This is a Conversation. I'm Chase Bands.
Robbie, what's up?
Yup, and this week's topic is actually going to be on dating a best friend. And so we're going to talk about some advice and if it's actually worth the pursuit and worth the risk of risking your friendship to get in that relationship. So I heard you had a story to tell us, Rob.
Alright, so it's this girl, right?
Okay.
Yeah, she real dope. We're not best friends. You know, you and I, we're best friends.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're growing into a friendship. And I feel like, you know, she gives off this good energy, this great vibe. And, you know, helping me, you know, think more instead of, you know, because I'm an impulsive reactor, so I react instantly without thinking. So, you know, she slows down my thought process, make me, you know, feel better, you know, listen to me and give me great advice. And I feel like she's just a great friend, even though it's just a start of something. And I think, you know, if, you know, when the years go by, the more we talk, the more we'll grow. But I do kind of dig her, like, on another level.
So my question is, when, you know, you met her and whatnot, was it strictly based off of, like, oh, I could see myself with her? Or like like she cool to hang out with?
So when I first met her, I was trying to slide in her DMs, you know? I was trying to slide in her, I wish I did.
Okay.
And she was like, she ain't on that wave right now. And then, you know, I kind of, you know, fell back. And then we started talking again. I'm like, you know, dang, she's a great person. And, you know, I want to be her friend. But at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, she might be a great partner as well, you know?
Okay, so then now it's kind of isolated into two separate situations where you started off either as a friend and you're trying to move into the relationship zone as you've realized her qualities that you enjoy, or like you started off in like you were trying to be in a relationship or get at her per se, you know, knock them boots loose. But I mean, then you turned it to a friendship, but now you're trying to see like maybe if you could take it further, because originally that's what you wanted to do. So what boat would you fall under in that sense?
I mean, I'm not saying that I want to take it further. I'm just thinking, like, I think it would be nice. But then I'm also thinking, like, if we do take it further, what if, you know, everything falls apart? Like, I really enjoy this friendship, you know? So if we date and I break her heart or she break my heart and we're not able to rekindle that friendship, it's like, I'm like, damn, bro, like, you're a great friend. Like, I want that back. But what if I can't bring it to myself to be her friend again, or she can't bring it to herself to be my friend again? So that's why, like, it's sketchy for me. It's like, dang, I do want to pursue her, like, in a romantic way, but I don't want to, like, lose this friendship forever. Even though it's possible that if we date and break up, we could be friends again, but that's, like, it's risky, man.
Yeah, okay, I feel you. So then, is that risk worth it in that sense, putting your friendship on the line? Because, like, in my opinion, how I'm looking at it is that, I mean, yeah, I have definitely, you know, fallen for my best friend and whatnot. It's not Rob, though. But anyway, I've definitely, like, you know, fallen for my best friends. And, like, it's never gotten to the point where we began dating. But, like, I wanted it to get to that point, and kind of, at first, it kind of hurts the friendship because it's like, well, I want one thing, but you want another thing. And so it's like, well, I don't even know, like, I can't really look at you right now the same because, like, I have these feelings that, like, I need to, like, express, but I can't because you ain't feeling the same way. So in that sense, eventually the friendship came back to its regular state. But at first, you know, it had, like, a kind of little breaks in it. And honestly, I personally would have been willing to risk, like, seeing what it was and, like, seeing if we could maybe take that into something further, because you never know. Like, this person could really be your soulmate, the person you've been searching for, and you're just not looking at them with the same eye. You might be looking at somebody else that you would see like in the street and be like, oh yeah, like he fine or like she fine type, like that. So, in my opinion, I think the risk is worth it. But what you feeling, Rob?
Dude, I literally just told you I'm confused myself. So, do I think the risk is worth it? I'm not 100% sure. I'm a risk taker. Like, I don't care. I'm not afraid to get hurt. The only thing I'm afraid of is losing a friendship, you know? But, like, with this particular person, not all the time, with this person.
Wait, we talking about A?
Oh, my gosh.
I just said A. I ain't say her name.
I don't give a damn. But with this particular, woman, it's like, I think, she's worth it in general. Like, just her as a person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, being that I feel like she's worth it, and, like, it could be another person where I'm in a situation again, they might not be worth it. I just want to know, like, how do you determine, like, if you should take a chance on your best friend or someone who's, like, equivalent, or they're a good person, and you don't want to lose the friendship that y'all have, but they're an all-around great person, and you want to take a chance on them. How do you determine if you should take a chance on that?
So the answer to your question is there is no right or wrong answer. It's more based on, are you willing to risk your relationship to find, or your friendship to find that relationship, possibly your soulmate, and then have a 2-in-1 combo, a friend and like your life partner, and then be willing to lose those both if something were to happen? Or are you the type of person that's more conservative and you're like, I don't really want to tell them how I feel, I just kind of want to see where things go. Most likely they're going to stay in the friend zone, but I'm not sure. I just want to see how things flow out. I'm scared to tell them. I'm scared to let them know, like, I'm feeling you.
You're speaking in general, right? You're not giving me this direct advice, because
this is general.
I express my feelings.
This is general.
If I need to know how you feel, I'm going to ask you, like, hey, look, listen, I'm feeling you. Are you feeling me? You know what I'm saying?
This is general.
You know I shoot my shot, bro.
I shoot.
I don't really miss them, but, I follow my shot and catch the rebound. Might, do a little layup. Maybe I alley-oop the ball to them, and then they catch it. They just never put it back up for me. Maybe they holding on to it, you know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
But either way, the ball is still, my team still has the ball.
3-second violation. A lot of violations.
My team still has the ball.
I mean, you can only have the ball for 24 seconds, so you got to make something shake.
The game don't end. I'm still in the game. I'm always in the game.
I get you got to make something shake, though.
If I shoot and miss, I'm going to get a rebound. Either the game going to end or I'm going to start over. But you know what? Continue.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just for general, everybody.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was secondly talking about if you're not willing to risk the friendship, like you're maybe more conservative, scared of how it will turn out, and you really value that friendship, and you don't think a relationship would be the best idea. So, honestly, it's just based on your personality, based on other person, like their personality, you should know decently well, and maybe, if they're willing to risk that, or if they're not willing to risk that. Like, it might be hard to tell, but that's a conversation you should have if you think you want to move on to a relationship out of a friendship. But it can't be just like, these are the rules for staying in a friendship, these are the rules for staying or getting to a relationship from a friendship. It's really just based on a case-by-case situation, and it's tough to decide. So, I mean, it's hard to say, is it worth it? Because, of course, everybody's going to say it's worth it if it works out. Hindsight 2020. If it don't work out, it's going to be like, oh, why did I do that? Like, that was stupid. But, I mean, you never know. Life is about games. Life is about risk. So, I mean, it's all about what you want to...
Gotta play the game.
Yeah. It's all about what risk you want to take and how you feel you want your life to pan out. Because, like, there's some risks that are probably just outrageous.
I do think another thing to consider is the length of the friendship. Because, they say before you date somebody, you should really know them. Like he was saying, you can get the best of both worlds. You can get a best friend and a life partner. You never know what it'll turn into. So, just like, I guess, knowing somebody for years, you can know, like, their weaknesses, their strengths. You see them when they're upset. You see them when they're happy. Like, you may not know everything, but you know like 90% of them. You know, just I guess like you really know that person, so it would be okay. I guess it would be okay to take that risk, or maybe it wouldn't be. But versus someone that you know for like a year or less, like in my situation, I don't think I've known her for a full year. So, but I still feel like she's a great person. So even if our friendship were to end, I've only known you for like a year, you know?
Mm-hmm. That
So,
also brings up another great
yeah.
question: duration of the friendship. You know, because as you just said,
But I feel like it could be it could be longer. Like even if you know somebody for a year, if you don't like take that risk and you keep being their friend, the friendship could really last, and it could really be like a great thing for you. You don't have to be in a relationship with this person just for them to, I guess, keep you sane and to keep you on the right path. You'll find your soulmate eventually. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting.
oh no, you're good. I'm just saying, like, you brought up a good point about duration. Like, maybe you might be more willing to risk that jump from friendship to relationship if the friendship has been shorter than opposed to like y'all been friends for 12 years. Because now it's all that history. You're thinking back like, oh, I knew them when we were playing t-ball and whatnot.
Hey, but people really be falling in love with, I was in the tub with you, best friend. That's crazy.
It happens. It's not like it doesn't happen. It happens. But those are like the stories that you see on TV that are very unpractical. Like, it's rare that you're gonna end up with that person in that situation just because there's so much history there.
Yeah.
But again, if you're not scared to maybe alter the relationship or change the friendship, I mean, and you're willing to like let them know how you feel, I'm all for it. Do it. Let them know, because you never know what could happen. It could be a sense where it turns out to be a fairy tale.
You good, bro?
I mean, I just have extra saliva today, but yeah, you never know how it will turn out. So you just always want to, look at the situation and use your best judgment to be like, should I do this? Should I not? I don't know. Let's see. So
yeah, like sometimes, even if it's like a long thing, like I've had a friend, I've known her for like 7 years, and we started dating. We dated like a year ago, and it lasted for like 2 to 3 months maybe. But we got back into the friendship because we realized, like, maybe we felt something for a brief period of time, or maybe something that we've always been feeling, and we decided to give it a try. But then we realized, like, oh, we're better as friends. So sometimes you can take that risk and, like, realize, like, oh, this is not going to work, and you can get that friendship back. And then other times, if it do work, but it don't last, it's going to be hard to get that friendship back. So if you feel like it's not working in the beginning, go ahead and cut it short and then get back to friends. So don't like keep pursuing something or trying to make it work just because you feel like, oh, I've known you all my life, you probably the one for me. Just because you feel that way do not mean you have to force yourself into a relationship.
exactly, all that, repping that right there. And so at the end of the day, it all comes down to personal preference, knowing the person, possibly duration of the friendship, and overall your confidence in the strength of the friendship, to know that even if things don't go correct in the relationship, you will still be friends after. And so that's my take-home message.
You could also like talk about it. I didn't think about this till you said that, but communication is a big thing. So if you're gonna date your friend, I do think this is something that I've never did and I didn't think of till just now. Just talk about it. Like, how do you think? I guess like think about all possible outcomes. Express that, oh, you still want to be friends even if, something doesn't work out. And just like communicate and try to keep that friendship there. Just because you fall out of love with somebody does not mean, they don't have love for you or that they don't want to be your friend, even if it ended on harsh terms. So communication will probably help keep a friendship there, like if y'all start dating and then break up.
Yep.
So I told you my story. And this isn't live feed, so they can't give me feedback to after the fact. So give me feedback right now. Give me advice as my best friend on what I should do.
I mean, I know the situation personally, and the way it looks like it's trending, it looks like it's going to trend into some sort of It looks more like a situationship than a relationship.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's what it looks like. That's the way it's
I was thinking the same
trending.
thing. Just get in, handle my business, and get out. But I feel like I'm gonna catch feelings.
That's not what I just said. I mean, that's
what it's situationship.
That's what it's trending towards. But my thing is, do you want it to be a relationship?
I'm not mentally prepared for a relationship.
So then,
I feel like she would prepare me for a relationship. That's what I'm saying. I feel like everything.
Nobody can prepare you.
I mean, not like that. I feel like everything that I don't think of myself, she think of. Like she sees the best in me. Like she helps me and guides me in a way.
But my thing is, if you don't ever see a relationship with her, you just see her as somebody that's a really good friend that you could maybe mess around with. Then you let her know that from jump? Like I
just thought about this like 2 days ago.
At this moment, I'm certainly not mature enough for a relationship, and I don't know when I will be. But like also, I'm not trying to hold you up, but like also, I'm like, you trying to make something shake? Like what's good?
Yeah, so
I'm trying to come to the crib.
I do be saying that. Like,
exactly.
But anyways, I haven't I just established my confused thoughts a few days ago, but when I see her again, I'm gonna have this conversation, like, cause I'm the type of person that I don't like to be confused, and I need to know like what's going on so I can make my moves properly. Because if I'm feeling you and I keep and I keep it to myself, and I start like catching all these feelings, and you out here doing you, and out of nowhere, I'm just hurt because I haven't expressed myself. I'm not about to put myself through that.
Yeah, no, you definitely need to express yourself.
I see her again.
Yeah.
Bro, let's get between you and I.
Shoot, ain't that tonight though?
I don't know. She might be busy. She's a busy person.
Oh, fair enough.
She's trying to secure her bag.
Shoot, I can't hate on that. That's money.
Secure her bag.
Money team. Bring me the money.
Let me hold something.
Oh, yeah, you're crazy. Speaking of which, Julio Jones just signed a $66 million extension, 3 years. All of it guaranteed? Boy, I know my sports. Except baseball. I don't do baseball.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. We got Facebook, Instagram.
All that.
Twitter. You're supposed to be mad in the Twitter.
I
gave you the wrong username.
Hey, there we go.
But did you try to log in?
I did not, but there we go. Even if
I tried to connect the Twitter to the Instagram, and it wasn't logging in. But then I got on Twitter on my laptop because I like saved the password, and it was like a whole different name. I'm like, I didn't even set this username up. I guess they generated it.
What's it called? I don't have any snippets, so I can't be like,
But yeah, we'll catch y'all next time.
Doo-doo.
And remember,
this is a conversation. You lost some?
Yeah, we did flexing and the R. Kelly the relationship, the age difference.
Yeah. Alright. Like I have other best friend. This nigga in the back geeking. What the shut your ass up, Jay. What is it? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, like she not gonna support us and watch this podcast.
She could. But I mean shoot, that's not gonna how many
run it back.
Wait, I need to see how many you keep going because let's see. How many girls in the world have the first their name starts with an A?
Anyways, but I can't say talk while you're on your phone. It's gonna be like, are you paying attention?
I'm paying attention. I'm just I'm trying to do some research.
Right.
Side break. A is looking at these statistics, about 13.9% most common letter to start a name with. And there are
you know damn well I'm talking about it. I don't know why you asked the question.
I'm just saying. I mean, I wasn't sure. And what?
This is exactly why I dropped the mic, because I seen this bullshit, and that's how I know damn well he didn't respond.
I mean, I'm just a good person, man. I just wanted to make sure. Unsaved number, what you doing?
But like, I love you and I love you too.
Who's that?
Some numbers don't get saved on my MacBook.
Oh.
I guess the ones I talk to the most.
I never saved. I just saw my name.
Yeah, like I don't know. Certain people are saved. I don't know why. Oh, probably because she got a new number. Her old number is saved.
That's it?
No, I don't think her number's saved.
I I don't know, but who is that? I don't know who that is.
Man, this is horrible. This is a lot of cutting. Like, come on, man.